6 weeks into the Israel-Hamas war, where do things stand, and how likely is it we will see an expansion that could draw the United States in? Joining us to discuss is retired four-star Army General Barry McCaffrey, also an NBC News military analyst. And also with us, Stephen Simon, a professor of Middle East Studies at the University of Washington and a former member of the National Security Council in the Clinton White House. Our thanks to both of you for being here. We appreciate it. General, I want to start with you. First of all, your assessment of the war 6 weeks into it. And is it the reaction that you were expecting from Israel?
Well, look, it's tragic. It's complex. It's not going to be over for weeks, months, or a year. It's harmed the process of peace negotiations, which had been widely believed to be moving in the right direction. It was a deliberate attack by Hamas to end those peace initiatives. Resulted in the slaughter, torture, rape, murder, abduction of hundreds and hundreds of Israeli civilians. It was a strategic failure on the part of the Israeli intelligence service and security forces to prevent it, or at least to mitigate it. And now I think what we have is a clear, universal commitment on the part of the Israelis that they're going to try and destroy Hamas as the governing authority in Palestine. They're going about it deliberately. It looks like it's working fairly effectively, but obviously it's a tragedy to civilians caught up in urban warfare.
Professor Simon, you have focused on counterterrorism in the Clinton administration. Your assessment of the war and what it means for the United States as you look at it in terms of it expanding and drawing us in?
Well, the key strategic challenge for the United States now is trying to prevent the widening of the war to include Lebanese Hezbollah and Iran. That would be extremely dangerous. The United States has deployed quite a lot of military power to the region to deter Iran and Lebanese Hezbollah from going that route. But at some point, depending on what the Israelis are doing in Gaza, the pressures from within Iran and from within Lebanon on Hezbollah and the Iranian leadership to intervene might become irresistible.
And General, Israel's just rejecting international calls for a ceasefire. Why?
Well, they're trying to eradicate a fighting force of 15 to 30,000 people inside Gaza who have a massive tunnel complex. They basically are using hostages and their own people to protect themselves. As Stephen points out, waiting in the wing are as many as 100,000 Hezbollah fighters with well over 100,000 rockets. So I think that the central piece of what's going on is this war won't be over until the IDF dominates the streets and the subterranean terrain in North Gaza, and then enters rapidly, hopefully with a pan-Arab security force of some sort and humanitarian assistance to stabilize the civilian population. But it's a very, very crucial event in Israel's history. They're not going to tolerate. We just had a Hamas leader in Lebanon on TV saying, we intend to deliver multiple more 7 October attacks. So national security is going to take this thing to its end.
General Barry McCaffrey, we are out of time. We appreciate your time. And Professor Stephen Simon, thank you. I wish we had more time. We will have you both back, of course, to talk about this in the weeks and months ahead. Thank you so much.